Come here. Coming to you live. Hello, hello. Hold on, Bella. For watching. For watching. Am I backwards? I'm never going to get used to that one. Gotta fix this, guys. Just mute me. Oh my Lord, when are you gonna get... God, this thing isn't going down. Whew. Hi guys, how you doing? Polly, look. How are you? Took forever for me to get going on this thing. Hi Faye, hi Robin, hi Pam, hi Nadina. Did I say that right? Rhonda, Linda. How are you guys? Sorry, my voice is hoarse. Of course, the whole troop is here. I just came on to say, hey, not to talk about anything in particular. Oh, you just finished watching my haul? The Dollar Tree? Because I have a 99-cent coming up too. Can you see up here? Does that look backwards where it says my happy place? Hi Peggy. Hi Robin. Hi Mary Romeo. I'll get it right. So it looks right. Okay, good. I gotta get a new clock for over there because that one doesn't keep time anymore. I had to do an intro for that thing that I'm going to be on with Tiffany. She wants everyone to do a little, like an intro. So I had to do that, and then I'll send her over my little whatever. So what's everybody doing? Yeah, it's really cloudy here. It's supposed to start raining. I don't know if it is going to or not. You know what I'm doing this live on? I'm doing it on my iPad. Does the area look bigger to you guys than when I do it on my phone? No, it's not raining yet. Is it raining where you are, Pam? Gotta take a drink of water. Well, I got everything out of the shed yesterday, and I'm glad I did because it's supposed to start raining. So at least everything's in the house. It's not decorated, but it's in the house. So that's good. Oh, it's 6:16 there. Are you back east? It's snowing there? Oh, great. Well, I mean, I guess not great for some people that live in it. Yeah, it's windy here too. I'm just looking out. Yes, it is. It is windy and it's very cloudy. Kind of foggy looking, actually. Unless those are the clouds just real low, hovering the mountain. Everybody has rain. I think we all in the United States we're having rain or snow. Now what I'm afraid of is we're going to start getting the heat when we start going into summer. Remember last year how the heat went all through the states? I think that's what's happening here with the cold. Tiffany, I just did that intro or whatever you were talking about that you want sent to you. So I did it on my SD card. I'll just send you the snippet of what I did. Where do you want me to send it to, though? Because I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to do it through my email. So give me your email and I'll send you that so you have it. Hi, Dana. Oh, you were filming today, Pam? I've got so much to do. But I started vacuuming and getting stuff done around the house and then did my intro for the live stream in March. And here I am, looking at all this stuff right in front of me, knowing I've got to get it done. And then I won't be here Sunday because I'm going to be at my son's house because we're going to watch the Oscars. And then Monday, it's always a tradition after the Oscars, and him and I have been doing this now for 10 years. The day after the Oscars, we always go and watch a movie that we didn't see yet, that, you know, obviously was a nomination. So then we do that. So there's 2 days that are already gone. Your email is in the Facebook group. I hope I did it right, Tiffany. Well, if I didn't, just chop it around. Or are you leaving, Sharon? But thank you. Oh, yeah. If my son was on here right now, he would say something. But you know what? I've always been outside. I've always gone to the beat of my own drum, and I am not kidding. When I was in school, and this is before colors were really popular. I mean, you really didn't go to school with different colors in your hair. I remember one time oh God, those teachers, how they had to put up with me. My hair was black, okay? I dyed my hair really blue-black. And then I got a white, and some of you won't know what these are, but some of you are as old as me, you'll know what cascades were, and, you know, hair pieces, cascades. Well, I had a platinum white cascade, because I used to wrap my hair really high. I used to wear my black eye makeup like Cleopatra. Are you getting the visual? And I walked into the class, and I remember he looked at me, didn't say anything, but I always have gone to the beat of my own drum. I mean, so yeah, this is not unusual for me. And what I like about these, hi Jennifer, hi Peggy, hi Myrtle, is they're very light. Because, you know, as you get older, for the young ones it's not going to mean anything, but for the older, well, my age, gravity starts to take, okay? And I'm talking even the holes in your pierced ears. I mean, everything. So I don't like wearing really heavy where they really pull on the ears anymore. So these are very, very lightweight. Trust me, I wouldn't be wearing them if they weren't. Myrtle, sweetie, don't ask for subs when you go on a live because they're starting to strike channels where people start asking sub for sub, okay? I don't think you knew that, but just so you know that, you know, so they won't strike you either, okay? Because right here I can see it, so I know what they're doing, because I'm saying show or hide. So I'm just telling you that so you don't, you know, get in trouble, because they're starting to get very, very strict. But people will like to go over to your channel to check it out. Hey Kara, how are you? So what are you guys going to do tonight? Anything exciting? I think I'm just gonna film. I'll probably do a couple intros because I'm already dressed, so I'll do a couple intros for my normal uh, uh, DIYs that I'm going to be doing. And I was going to pour the rabbits today, but it's so rainy and cold. I thought I'm going to wait because I think we're not supposed to have any rain next week, I think. So if we don't, then I can go ahead and do it then. Oh, you do cross stitch, Mary? I used to do a lot of cross stitch back in the day in the 80s. Yeah, it's true, Tiffany. YouTube is getting extremely strict. They're really starting to crack down on a lot of stuff. And now they're not doing just copyright strikes. They're doing community strikes, and they're doing strikes on your channel. So if somebody, you know, if you sub for sub, you say that, and people are asking, they can strike you, and it's just not worth it. You know, just go onto people's channels and look at what they do and compliment them, and they will start coming over to your channels as well for people that want more subscribers. But yeah, don't hurt yourself in the process of doing it, you know, because they are really starting to get strict. Actually, February 24th, they're going to start enforcing the community strikes. And I don't know what all entails that community strikes, but it's different than the copyright strikes. It's entirely different. It's within your own channel. So that's why people have been, for the last month or better, have been saying, please don't do that, because if they look at your channel, you know, yeah, it's all, if it wasn't for that, I could care less, you know, but unfortunately, they will strike us. Hey Debbie, how you doing? You know, cross stitch was very, very relaxing for me when I used to do it. Kara. Hi Kara. Oh, thank you very much, Kara. I appreciate that. Oh, you did a Mardi Gras table video? Cool. Yeah, I'm not going to do, come on, Davida, St. Patrick's. I'm not going to do that. I'm just bypassing that and just sticking with the Easter, and because Easter will be up in my house for probably a couple, well, let's see, if I get everything decorated, let's say next week, that's the end of February, March. Yeah, I'm talking almost 2 months. But I don't care because I like rabbits, so it's fine. Hey Jennifer, how you doing? Your Roomba is vacuuming? Wish I had a Roomba. Yeah, so what I think I'm going to do is I'll probably pour Monday, and then they'll probably be ready by Wednesday. But I'll go ahead and do a video on pouring again. And then in the meantime, tonight I think I'll film maybe 2, depending how fast it goes. It always depends, you know, how fast. But I might, because I really got to start cranking these out. How many videos am I making? 6 or 7. So maybe even more now that I'm thinking about it. Because I'm looking over here at all my stuff. It might be even more. Jeez. And that's, I mean, and then I got to edit everything. Oh, bunnies? Probably I'll do probably 5. I'd say 5. And then I'm waiting to get more pictures of Aubrey's birthday, because I'm going to do kind of a montagey thing of her birthday and excerpt. You know how you saw a little bit of Jeremy when he did the speech to her? I'm going to kind of do little snippets of the birthday party and then pictures and stuff, because it was a very beautiful birthday party. They did a very good job in everything that they did. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to get all this. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Gelatos. Oh, I think, Tiffany, do you work with gelatos? I haven't. Peggy, are you asking me, do you pour with plaster of Paris or some other product? I do plaster of Paris. If you're asking me for the bunnies, I do the plaster of Paris. But I think in some of them, if they're small enough and they're not real deep, you can use air dried clay. Oh, you did? You got your molds from the confectionery house, Debbie? Yeah, it is plaster of Paris, Peggy, that I use. Yeah, so I am getting excited for that live stream in March. That's going to be fun, you guys. 24 hours. Do I have my, it's not there. 24 hours of all different crafters doing all different things. So every hour you can watch something, and they're from all over, not just in the States, but I don't know, Tiffany would know, but not just in the States, I don't think, right, Tiffany? A 4-inch bunny took 4 cups of plaster of Paris? A 4-inch bunny? Debbie, am I reading that right? A 4-inch took 4 cups of plaster? Holy moly! Well, I can't wait to see it. But it wasn't hard, right? It's just, to me, it's like pouring, I mean, you have to work kind of quick, because if you don't, it starts to thicken up. But other than that, you're just putting, it's like pouring cake batter into you know, you know how they have cake pans that are different shapes, like bunnies and, all that stuff. It's no different. You're just pouring plaster of Paris instead of cake batter. A chubby bunny. I love it, Debbie. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, from all over the world. It really is going to be a really neat. I know I'm going to like it, because I love watching creators, make things. So then tonight, what do you think you'll be doing, everybody? Because it's still, I bet you he's heavy. It has to be. Did you get the one that's just him and no basket, or is he holding an egg, or? Actually, I was watching, when I was doing my stuff, I watched, I'm weird, okay? I watch really weird stuff. I liked all the real police cases and thrillers and all that kind of stuff. Well, I always watch the Homicide Hunter, Joe Kenda, that policeman that's retired. I love him. I think he's great. What kind of Easter chocolate molds does Walmart have? I'm going to go there tomorrow after work when I get off. And I want to see the lemons. You know how much I like the lemon stuff. I guarantee it's probably all going to be gone when I get there. Oh, Susan, you watch Kenda too? I love his sarcasm. I love his dry sense and the way he talks. I love him. Well, Kara, I opened my channel 2013, but I did nothing with it until 2016, I believe. And then I wasn't consistent and didn't do a whole lot. Well, maybe I did do it in the middle of 2016. Maybe it was 2016, but then I was really into it. No, it was 2016 that I started to. But then 2017 and 2018 very much stayed with it, until right now. But yeah, if you don't stay on it, it's not going to go anywhere. If you only do a video here and there, and that's what I did. I mean, I didn't stay consistent with it. Now, I'm not one to go on every day and do a DIY or a vlog or anything. And the reason I don't, I know me, and there's too many things that come up, and I know I don't ever want to be where, okay, I say I'm going to do something, and then I don't show. I just don't want to do that. I mean, that would drive me nuts if I was the one wanting to watch, and somebody said they were going to be on, and you're going, okay, where are they? So I never say. That's why on my lives, you know how some people have certain days, and they tell you to do that. I won't do it because I know something might come up, and okay, then what? I look like an idiot. So I'll just come on sporadically, and whoever comes on is supposed to be there, and that's just the way I'm going to do it. But yeah, I don't set times, but I am where I do. I mean, I sound like I'm contradicting myself. I do go on regularly, but I don't go like every day at a certain time and all that. You know what I mean? Susan, you drove over 100 miles to get a lemon tree and cute signs? God bless you. Debbie, love him, Mr. Homicide. He is funny. I do like him. I like true crime too. I also like Evil Lives Here. Their new one is tonight. I love all the ones you're trying to figure out. That's just me. I like Criminal Minds. There you go. There I am. The volume's too low. Can you guys hear me? Tell me if you guys can hear me. What are you the same way on, Pam? Liking the stuff I like, or not wanting to say when you'll be on? Oh, is that true, Tiffany? I didn't even know that. Tiffany says, if you don't post videos for a long period of time, YouTube will start to unsub people from your channel. I didn't know that. Oh, thank you, Kara. Kara? I hope I'm saying it right. Hi, Del. Okay, so you can hear me. Okay, good. Because I don't know if I should scream. Oh, teasing, teasing. Although my husband does say, he always tells me, he goes, you have one set of lungs, I'll tell you, because I'm loud. He always goes, I'm right here. I go, okay. Well, what do you want? I had 5 kids. I mean, I had to, you know. Bless your heart, Susan. 100 miles, 50 one way and 50 the other. You were determined. Hi, Faye. Loud and clear, Julie says. And you can hear me barely, Dana. So we sound like sisters as far as the television, what I watch. Yeah, you know, I do. I love all the real thrillers, and when you try to figure Criminal Minds, I mean, I am constantly trying to figure it out, and I love Reed. Oh my gosh, I love Reed. He reminds me of my youngest son. He reminds me so much of my youngest son. But I love him. I just love him. And Criminal Minds, and then there was, Blue Bloods. Oh, Blue Bloods. Oh, love them. Love Blue Bloods. Who's your favorite, Tiffany? Your husband just started watching Blue Bloods? Oh my gosh. And the other one I love. And this isn't a thriller, but I love Deadliest Catch. I am so typically not feminine. I mean, I like some chick flicks, but I'll tell you the one, I don't know if this is really a chick flick, but the one that J-Lo was in, Enough, Just Enough, remember that one? Oh man, I love that movie. And Sleeping with the Enemy with Julia Roberts. Love them all. Oh, you watch Deadliest Catch? Oh, I love it. I love Deadliest Catch. And I like, what's his name on it? The blonde man. And I don't care for blondes, but, shoot, what is his name? Can't remember his ship's name. The one from Sweden, not Sweden. Where's he from? The one where the daughter is now going to be on, she's also taking over. Tom Selleck does look good in Blue Bloods, but I love Donnie Wahlberg too. Reed. Yes, I love Reed. I did. You know, I couldn't get into it. I don't know why. I wanted to because I love her. I love her. I think she is such a good actress. I mean, to me, she's a very good actress. But I could not get into that stupid movie. Wait a minute. I just saw it. There, Sam Elliott. Oh, I should have brought that picture up of him that my friend got for me when she was doing that movie he was in. Dang it. I was telling my grandson the other night, we were sitting at the birthday party, and his girlfriend and him were sitting there, and so we were talking about guys, and so I was telling him, you know, how I love Sam Elliott, and he kind of looked at me like, geez, Grandma, and I said, oh, come on. I said, Nathaniel, I said, you know who else I love? I go, pull him up. I'm going to tell you, pull him up, Johnny Depp. And I go, when he was playing in Pirates. So he pulls up his picture, and I go, oh my gosh. I go, if I were in that day and age, that would have been the pirate I would have went for, is Johnny Depp. With the dreads and all that. And then Sam Elliott, when he was in Mask with Cher, I was right on the back of that bike. And you should have seen his face. his girlfriend, because he's 24, and his girlfriend was laughing. Oh my gosh, she was cracking up. He goes, Grandma, I never knew. I said, well, there's a lot about me you don't know. I was so sad when he left. What was his name?
Bring somebody to the lives that will share with them some of the
Oh,
physical
wait a minute,
evidence
turn this.
completely
I had it on mute. Chicago Fire, yes. Oh, you're not nuts about Sam Elliott, Dell? That's okay. I'll be nuts for both of us. Your husband was dressed as a pirate when you met? Well, no wonder you married him. Bye, Tiffany. Morgan, yes. I loved their chemistry too. He was good looking. Wait a minute, what's this? Love the dinners. If you noticed, everyone is eating because they all had likes and dislikes of food. Ugh, let me turn this off because it's going to keep going. Wait a minute, I don't get that. Don't know. Okay, say hi to the kids, Tiffany. Yeah, I don't know why they have to do all the cussing either, to be honest with you. I don't, and I always tell my kids that when we go to a movie or something, I go, the only thing I don't get is why they have to cuss so much. To me, it doesn't make the movie any better. I mean, it doesn't add anything to it. You like Sam Elliott too, Debbie? Mm-hmm. I didn't care for Tom Selleck in Magnum PI. He did nothing for me. When he got on to Blue Bloods, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Sig. That's who it is. I like Sig. And who I think is really sweet is, is his name Jason? I can't remember. The son of Phil, the one that died, the one that took over the ship, his boat. He is so sweet. I think he's such a sweet guy. Oh, are you talking the dinners on Blue Bloods? Yes, I love that. You know, there was a really good one on Netflix called River. Oh man, that was a good season. I wish they'd come back with it, but it was just called River. That was it, just River. Watch it. It was so good. And then there's a new one on now, in the movies. It's just coming out. Greta. That one looks good too. And then, what about Sixth Sense? Remember the Sixth Sense, the movie with why am I not remembering his name? Come on. Davida. What is his name? Bruce Willis. Hi Dee, talking about movies. Just a little chit chat. Yeah, I love that. And what was another one that I used to watch that I really, really liked? Oh, the two girl Rizzoli and Isles. I used to love that show. I was so upset when that went off. I loved them. I loved their chemistry together. They were so good. Rizzoli Niles, that was a really, really good show. I see dead people, I know. And and that's what blew my mind. When I was watching it at the end, didn't figure it out at all. And usually I'm really pretty good about figuring it out. And at the very end, when his wife, when she started to breathe and the air got really cold, and then I thought, oh my gosh, it all started coming to me. I thought, wait a minute. That I love movies like that where you haven't figured it out, or you think maybe you did and it isn't what you thought. The other one that was really good is What Lies Beneath with Michelle Pfeiffer and what's his name? Well, Michelle Pfeiffer. Years ago, a friend of mine, we went to the movies and saw it, and I kept thinking, oh, this is going to be the end. Oh, now this is going to be the end. Oh, surely this is going to be the end. And it never ended. It just kept going and going, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that was a really good movie too. I really liked that, What Lies Beneath. You too, Dee. Bye, Jennifer. Thank you. You have a good week too, honey. Touch. What was Touch? Cagney and Lacey. Yeah, that was good. Oh, and the other one I liked too, and this is years ago, was Beretta. I love the song to it. Keep Your Eye on the Sparrow, the one that Sammy Davis sang. Beretta was good. Another one. Oh, you saw River too, Julie? Wasn't it good? And that's another one that blew my mind. The end of it, when you realized who she was, I don't want to say anything in case someone's going to watch it, blew me away. I thought, oh my gosh. Shamar Moore. And I can't get into SWAT either. I just wish he'd go back to Criminal Minds. Yeah, Shamar is a very good looking guy. I liked the original Hawaii Five-O. And I used to like CSI. I used to like that one too. And I'm also guilty, I hate to admit it, of certain reality shows. And I think the reason I like reality shows is it makes me realize that, I'm not that weird or off. Because you watch them and you think, really? Really? Are you kidding? Because okay, for instance, the Orange County Housewives, okay? Well, I live right, not even 10 minutes from Tamara and Vicky. Vicky used to come into the store where I worked, because I worked just right down the hill at one point when I worked at Albertsons before I went to Laguna. She used to walk in. You would have thought that she was an Oscar winner. I mean, an Oscar nominee. And I used to think to myself, you're just telling us all your dirty laundry is what you're doing. But I watch it because I'm nosy. That's it. And then when I start watching it, then I get hooked because I want to keep seeing what's going to happen. So it's just a matter of nosiness, really. But the other one that I used to love was Mob Wives, and that's not on anymore. And that's where Big Ange, she died and everything. But I used to watch Mob Wives. And the other one that I watch is Jersey Housewives. Now those are the only housewives. I don't watch Beverly Hills, I don't watch New York, I don't watch Atlanta, I don't watch any of the other ones, but I do watch Orange County and Jersey. Because I love people from back east. I do watch that. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. But I watch that, and I watch, what's the other reality I watch? Oh, Bush People. Remember when they lived in Alaska? They lived in the bush, in Alaska with the kids, and the mom got cancer. Amy, I do watch that. I do watch Counting On and My Big Fat Fabulous Life. I'm guilty. I do watch them. Well, Pam, that's the truth. People that look at the housewives, they think that we're all like that, and they think, but you know what? When I think about that, the thinking, how in the world, because of these women, would you think that everybody that lived in Orange County was like an Orange County housewife? I mean, when I really stopped to think about it, come on. You got to think broader than that. But I do know what you mean, because I've heard people say things before. When you say, where do you live? You don't even want to say the OC anymore. It's like, ooh, I don't want to say OC because they're going to, we're not like them. Well, that's the thing, because when you look at them, honestly, you think, man, I'm not that bad. Wow. You're kidding. Really? It's like, wow. Yeah. Vicky, yeah. Columbo was good. I used to I'm dating myself too, but Columbo was good. What? Del? This is the last season of Criminal Minds Forever? Are you kidding? Oh no. Are you sure? This is the first I've heard of that. Are you sure? Oh my Lord. I wonder what's going to happen. Do you think they're all going to get killed off? Oh. Streets of San Francisco were good. I used to watch that. Bye, Jennifer. I know that there was another one, and I can't remember what it was now. I can't remember. Can't remember. I know another couple movies that I really liked is I liked London Has Fallen and what was that one? Olympus Has Fallen. It was a sequel to that one. Remember the White House got hit. Who was in that? Morgan Freeman, or was Morgan Freeman? Yeah, Morgan. Was Morgan Freeman in that one, or was he in the other one? Anyway, I like those two. I like Taken, the one with that European actor. I can't remember his name. But there were 3 of those. So I liked those movies, and they were all Taken, I think. Taken 1, 2, and 3. Trying to think what other ones that I've liked. I think the one that Jason and I are gonna go see Monday after the Oscars is, The Green Book. Is that right? Is that the right title, The Green Book? I think it is. Oh, I also liked the Bourne series, the Bourne Identity and all those. Those were good movies. Yes, Liam Neeson, that's right. I really liked those. Now, Debbie, are you saying that because you like Morgan Freeman? Law-abiding citizen. Law-abiding citizen. How long ago was that on? That doesn't sound familiar to me. You can't watch Criminal Minds. Tammy, do you get like nervous or do you get scared? My daughter-in-law doesn't like them. You would crack up if you could see our family when if we're all together, because we get together like in October and watch scary movies all night. When I say all night, I mean all night. My daughter-in-laws they're like this. They're like this with a pillow. I'm going, you're kidding me. And they're like, no, they can't. And my sons all like it, right? So we're all watching it, and the girls are all in the back going, I can't watch it. I can't watch. But then they'll peek over and look to see what's going on. Your cat's watching me on the... Ooh, might be wanting to get me. You get scared. Well, some of them are disturbing. I mean, I have to admit that. Criminal Minds, some of them are really, really freaky. I mean, they are out there. I mean, it's like, oh Lord, do people really, really have this mentality and thinking on some of the things that they do? And the one thing I do think about sometimes when I watch it, although I do love it, I mean, I really do like those kind of mysteries and that kind of stuff. I do think sometimes, if you get just the right person that's, it could give them ideas. And that's the only thing I have thought of in times past when they are really just so, I mean, you would never even think, some of the things they come up with, in these shows for these people to do. I mean, it's like, oh my gosh, that is nuts. What do you like, Dale? I'm goofy. I guess I don't know. How cute. I gotta see the picture of your cat looking at me. Oh, yeah, Morgan Freeman when he did that, yeah. I love it, Tammy. You remind me of my one daughter, my youngest one. She loves Disney, and I like Disney too. But she used to come home from dates, and I would be watching the Twilight Zone sometimes, and she'd walk in, and that because of the music, she'd say, "Oh, mother, please, please, I can't hear that music." Just the music used to drive her nuts. It would scare her to death. Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone is nothing. I thought, oh Lord, girl, you would really croak if you watched some of the movies I watch. Seriously. Yeah, that would just drive her insane. So I'd have to turn it off, but then I always wanted to hear about her dates anyway. I lived vicariously through her because she was a real storyteller. So I'd sit and I'd listen, and she could say it so good you'd feel like you were right there. So I always waited for when she would get home, to tell me about her night. You guys, I can't believe that this is the last season. When is this season over? I just can't believe it. No wonder Reed has been not on so much. I bet you he's doing other things on different on movies and stuff. Now, I say I don't like chick flicks, but I will tell you I absolutely adore Hallmark. Love those movies, especially Christmas. I watched all of them. I taped all of them so I could watch them, you know, even in the summer. Adore the Hallmark. They have to be certain ones for me. I do not like stupid movies, and what I mean by that, my boys, and no offense, if people like this, to each his own, and you know, that's wonderful. I think, you know, that's what makes the world go round. I don't like Dumb and Dumber. I don't like Ace Ventura and the Step Brothers. My sons crack up. They absolutely love those shows, and that's fine. Myself, I don't care for them. You know, it's like, you know, I would rather watch something where I'm really trying to figure stuff out. That's just me. But I don't. And it has to be, you know, and comedies. I like certain comedies, like I like Ellen. I like Mike and Molly, but I like comedies that have sarcasm in them. You know what I mean? More of that sarcastic type camaraderie between a man and a wife, or and I used to like Tim the Toolman. I did like their chemistry together. So I mean, there are certain ones that I do like. It's just that I'm not just, you know, where I like any kind of comedy or any kind of, you know. So Del, you don't like any Hallmark type movies? Are they too sweetsy for you? Hi Lisa, how are you? I was just looking at some of your stuff on Instagram, your decor stuff. Harrison Ford, that's right. Hi Dee, you're back? What did you like, Pam? Oh, you can't stand the Dumb and Dumber type? Yeah, I, I don't find it funny. I just don't think it. My boys will be cracking up, and I'm looking at them like, really? They go, Mom, that you've got it. I go, no, I really don't think it is. Bye, Faye. Don't give what away for creative. Hello, creative minds, um, criminal minds. I don't even know. This is the first I've heard. I am so upset. I can't believe it. When you start watching these, and especially when they're on for years, they become like, you know what I mean? Because you're used to seeing them. You're thinking, oh shoot, now where are you going? Bye, Peggy. Unsolved Mysteries was good too. And remember that one that was a spinoff from Twilight Zone? Oh, what was it? And it was different little shorts of movies. What was it? Oh, shoot, what was it? Dang, I can't remember. When I was a kid, we used to go to the beach in the summer. We'd take the bus down and go to the beach. And then we'd go to Jack in the Box, and I'd always get 2 tacos and a chocolate malt. And then we'd go home on the bus, but we always had to be home in time this particular year when Dark Shadows first came on. Do you remember Dark Shadows? Anyone that's around my era? Oh my gosh, Barnabas Collins and all them. I remember we'd get home, take our shower, and then we'd watch Dark Shadows. I'm just reading, make sure I kept caught up on this. that's how my son feels, Del. His fiance loves the Hallmark movies too, and Jason always goes, because this Christmas she used to want to start watching them, because remember they started showing them right after what, Thanksgiving? He goes, I can't watch them right now. He goes, it's too soon. He goes, you always know what's going to happen. Okay, now they're going to get together. They're going to have, first they're not going to like each other too much, then they're going to get together. And I go, Jason, it has a really nice, I love where they film, because they film a lot in Canada. I love to watch the little quaint little places where they go. I mean, I love all that, I guess, I don't know. But anyway, finally, he started, when, I think it was December 1st, he started watching them. But he was the same way. He goes, it's so predictable, you know what's going to happen. Yes, I do have a Facebook page. And if you go onto my YouTube channel, it should have all of them right up in the right-hand corner. It'll have my Facebook, Instagram. What else does it have? My blog that I never do. Hi, Brenda. Oh, I know the other one that I'm watching right now that I absolutely love is The Good Doctor. I watched that. Night Gallery. Yes, Night Gallery. That was it. That was it. Did anyone ever see The Bad Seed with Patty McCormick? Now I'm talking the old one, not the new one with Rob Lowe. The first one, The Bad Seed. And she kept playing that piano. Oh, that was a good one. Or The Hypnotic Eye. That was what do you call it? It was like a thriller. And remember Elvira? I used to watch her on Sunday afternoons. I love The Good Doctor. Well, my grandson has autism, and this doctor has autism, and I just love watching that show. Yeah, post that picture. I gotta see it. Yeah, Elvira. Oh, she used to crack me up. Yes, the black and white one. Len, that's the one I'm talking about. You killed him, didn't you? You hit him with those cleats. I didn't believe it, but now I know. You really did. Give me those shoes. Remember? I remember the whole thing. I do like certain westerns. I love Tombstone. Sam Elliott in that duster. Oh my gosh. Whew. And I like when the Indians with their feather and the band on their arm, on their Palomino horses. Oh. Yep. And I like John Wayne. I like some of his westerns, and I'm trying to think of another one that I watched that was a western that I liked. But you know who I like too is Doris Day. I do. Yep, I like all those, and those are cheesy, but I liked them. With her and Rock Hudson when they were married, they pillow talk and don't eat the. I don't think he was in Please Don't Eat the Daisies though. He wasn't in that one. He was in like 3 of them with her. I did like those, and my very favorite that she ever did was Young at Heart with Frank Sinatra. One of my all-time favorites. Very good movie. I do like 50s, the movies back then, a lot of them. Valley of the Dolls, Young at Heart. think what other ones there were. Yes, yes, Midnight Lace. I just watched that just about 2 months ago. Oh, Lana Turner, yes. My grandmother's brother was a writer for Photoplay, and you guys probably don't know what Photoplay is, but it was like the People magazine, but back in the 30s and 40s. Well, he lived next door to Jean Harlow, and uh, uh, Wallace Berry. Is it Wallace Berry? Walter Berry? No, no, not Wallace Berry. The guy with the big nose. What was his name? Wallace. Was it Wallace? Wallace. I think it was Wallace Berry. Berry. Anyway, but so he was W.C. Fields. He did a lot of writing, about movie stars and stuff. And now, personally, I do remember Photoplay. It was around, I hate to say this, my gosh, I sound like I'm 100. But Photoplay was a really, really popular magazine. The other movie I like, and this is a comedy, is I like The Long, Long Trailer with Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz. That's another one of my favorites, was The Long, Long Trailer. Like that one. Oh, and then I liked Summer Place with Troy Donahue and Sandra Dee. That was really good. Oh, and then another one I liked was Kissin' Cousins with Elvis Presley. Remember that one? And they'll be kissing cousins. That'll make it all right, all right. Remember? That was a good one. And then I remember going to the movies. I remember this so vividly, to see A Hard Day's Night with the Beatles. I remember when they came over to New York from England, and I sat there screaming at the Ed Sullivan Show, screaming, because I loved Paul. Now, older, I probably would have liked John, but I do like Ringo. I remember that. I remember screaming, and I remember my grandmother looking at me like she has completely lost it. But I remember going to the movies to see A Hard Day's Night. I didn't like Help so much. I didn't think Help was as good, but I did like A Hard Day's Night. George was always so sweet. He was always kind of, it seems like he always kind of took the back seat between, well, Ringo did too for that matter, but George probably the most. I'm talking in the early years. But, yeah, I really did like the Beatles. Giant was a good movie. Yes, it was. It was a very good movie. Oh, bye, Pam. The Children's Hour. That was a good movie, too. Yeah, the Bourne Identity series, very good. But I liked it when Matthew, the one that played all of them, except that one recently. I can't remember who played Bourne, but I didn't like that one as much. The thing I like with Tom Selleck the most would be Blue Bloods. When he was in Magnum, I really never cared for him in that. I didn't watch it that much. But I did watch the original Hawaii Five-0. I used to watch that all the time. Oh, and the other one I used to watch was Barnaby Jones with Eddie, the one that played in the Beverly Hillbillies. Oh, I can't remember names. Well, him. And I did like the one that Andy Griffith the one he played, the detective. I never saw Imitation of Life. Oh, that's the one that I used to love. Bates Motel. I was so upset when that went off the air. I thought for sure that thing was going to keep going because it was getting such high ratings. And I love her, the one that played his mother. Oh my gosh, I think she's a great actress. That's the other one, Bates Motel. I love that one. Yeah, yeah, Freddie Highmore. He is such a good actor. And he, in real life, has, I mean, he's from England. He has such an English accent. How he can make himself sound the way he does is unbelievable. I like Clint Eastwood. I loved him in Gran Torino and a couple of the, well, I liked him in The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, and I liked him in Play Misty for Me. That was a really good one. You know, the one that does make me laugh, and this is a comedy that I did like, was Beverly Hills Cop, the first one with Eddie Murphy. I did like that one. I liked the English period too. I liked Pride and Prejudice and oh, there's some more. Uh, um, I can picture them in my mind, but I can't remember the names of them. Tammy, that's what you felt like when you came to California? That's what I would feel like if I came to California. Oh, that's what you would feel like if you came to California, the Beverly Hillbillies? No, no. You'd be fine. And Crazy Crafter Debbie's back. Yes, Vera. She is such a good actress. I love her. Heart to Heart. Yes, that one, I used to love that one. I think Buddy Ebsen, you're right. Buddy Ebsen was Barnaby Jones. I used to also like uh, uh, Shirley Temple movies. I do like the Shirley Temple movies. Still do. Aunt Heidi, I loved her in when she did Dimples. I think it was Dimples, and she sang Good Ship Lollipop and Captain January. I loved her because Buddy Ebsen was in that with her in Captain January. Yeah, I loved Shirley Temple. She was so cute. Oh my gosh, she was such a cute little girl. I know, Clint Eastwood's son does look just like him. He was good looking when he was young. Okay, the other movies that I like too, I do like some of the war movies. I do like some of them as well. Black Hawk Down, oh, there was a couple other ones. Black Hawk Down. Shoot, I can't remember. Black Hawk Down. Oh, I wish I could think of the names of them. I love the one when they got. That wasn't the one where they got Bin Laden, is it? Black Hawk Down? No, that isn't the one. The one where they got Bin Laden. I like that one. Saving Private, oh my gosh, I cried so hard. Oh, I cried so hard in that movie. And, oh, remember It's a Beautiful Life? It was all, caption, you know, you had to read it all. But man, I cried in that one too. I remember I went with my husband. He had to go for work in Arizona. And while he was at meetings, I went to the walk-in to see, because I knew he wouldn't want to see it because he doesn't like reading subtitles. Is that what it is, subtitles? And I remember sitting there by myself, crying my head off. That movie was so sad. The other one I was always just intrigued with was Anne Frank, and the original, The Diary of Anne Frank. Band of Brothers, that was good. Yeah. Yeah, I love all those. Legends of the Fall, oh yes. Rawhide, yes. That song goes in my head. He was very good looking when he was young. Well, I even liked okay, there's some of you going to remember this. Bonanza was on Sunday nights, remember? And it came on at, if I'm not mistaken, it came on at 9 o'clock at night. I think it did. And I remember I would beg to just be able to stay up to see Bonanza on Sunday nights. And sometimes I lucked out and sometimes I didn't. The other one was the Flintstones. Why did they have the Flintstones on at 8 o'clock at night? Why? I never understood that. I always had to go to bed. So, because it was a school night. I remember I think they came on a Thursday night or something. And I had to watch when Pebbles was going to be born because that was a huge thing. The Flintstones at the time, for younger viewers that are watching this right now, the Flintstones were like what show would be, well, I don't want to say South Park, because it was nothing like that, but it was on prime time. It wasn't like a kid's show. It was, you know. And I remember I told my grandmother, I said, I have got to see Pebbles be born. Because they made a huge deal. I had a Pebbles doll after. Yeah, so that must be why, because it was marketed for adults, huh? Yeah, Little Joe, I loved him. Can't watch Ghost, I cried. Schindler's List, oh dear God. Oh, I almost couldn't take it. I mean, the way that they were treated, it was like, oh my God. I mean, I was thinking, I can't take this anymore. I mean, they were, it was awful. The other one that I really liked back in the day was my daughter that passed away, Tanya. Her and I watched North and South, remember, with Patrick Swayze? Remember how it was a series and it went on for weeks? We watched that. I loved that series. And then Roots. That was another one. Okay, Debbie, I'm going to get off in a minute too. I know everyone's got to start eating. Bewitched. I remember when I was little, I got to tell you this. I remember when I was little, I mean, I believed it. And I thought, oh, if I could just wiggle my nose, and God knows I've got a big enough nose, that, I mean, if I wiggled this thing and it was real, I could have really gone places. But I used to try to wiggle my nose and I couldn't. Oh, I thought that was so neat. Loved Bewitched. Loved it. And Petticoat Junction. Yeah, North and South was great. Highway to Heaven. The Ghost Whisperer. That's another one I like. Shogun was good. Yeah. Green Acres. I watched it some, not all the time, but it was weird. I never really wanted to watch it, but when I started watching it, I always liked it. So, go figure. Yeah, I cannot watch Schindler's List. Can't do it. I can't watch The Notebook. Watched it one time. I was crying so hard. Mark walked in and he goes, "What is wrong?" I mean, I was, but loud. I thought, oh, this is one I can never watch again. Can't watch it. Oh, God, that was sad. Well, now that we know what we've watched. Hi, Munchie, how are you? We were just talking about movies and TV shows. Yeah, those were the good old days, weren't they, when we used to watch, TV was so much more innocent in those days. You know what I mean? I mean, innocent's the only word I can think of. I mean, oh, oh. Also, what I used to love is the Dean Martin hour. Because, I mean, I was raised listening to Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra. I mean, that was just a staple in the house. And I remember his variety show at night and Sonny and Cher. Actually, I went into labor with my oldest son watching Sonny and Cher. I remember I was sitting there watching it, and all of a sudden I thought, uh-oh, what's that? And my water broke. But I used to love the Sonny and Cher show and Dean Martin. And I loved Andy Williams. I used to watch the Andy Williams. The variety shows, they don't make them like that anymore. I mean, they don't have variety shows like they used to have. Those were, I mean, to me, that was really Hollywood. When you look back at what Hollywood was, and even the Oscars, I mean, the Oscars used to be such a very, it was just really glitz and glamour Hollywood. And now it's not, Hollywood is not the same. It isn't. And I miss, because I remember my grandmother, every year she'd watch the Oscars. Oh, and that brings me back, and not really, then I am going to go. I could go on and on. Wizard of Oz. Every year we would watch Wizard of Oz. And then I used to watch Lassie, and when Lassie would wave goodbye, I would cry every time. I remember that as a kid. Remember that real song, that sad song? They always played that sad song. And then Lassie would wave, lift his paw and wave. I'd cry every single time. I remember that. And I used to love My Three Sons. Used to love to watch that too. So funny, you start thinking about that and you can go right back in time, it's weird. Julie, it's midnight there? You're going to bed? Well, why would you go to bed? It's only midnight. I'm teasing. I'm being sarcastic. When you get to know me, you'll know I can be very, not in a mean way, sarcastic, but you'll get my sense of humor. No, you go to bed, sweetie. It is midnight. Bless your heart. Good night, Julie. You're so cute. Yes, I loved Bob Hope. Loved him. Glenn Campbell Hour. Oh, the Saturday morning cartoons. They don't have anything anymore. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I remember as a kid, Saturday morning was a big deal. They used to make a big deal out of it, just like they do for the seasons coming up of shows on TV. It's nothing like that anymore. Makes me sick. Yes, I used to love Tammy. You guys, you could keep me going all night. Yes. Oh, Carol Burnett. How could I forget Carol? Yes, Carol Burnett. Always remember Carol Burnett. Far and Away. Oh my gosh, you guys. Boy, that brought back a lot of memories for all of us, didn't it? Well, this was fun. I had a good time just doing a little chit of the chat. You know what I mean? But I do have to get on that stupid stuff. Really, I do, you guys. But then I think I'll just go on and say hi to everybody, I'm never going to get anything done. I know, Bella. Get anything done that way. You want to see Bella real quick? See how she's doing? I hate to say it, she's losing her sight. God love her. I mean, she can still, Bella, look. Bella, look. No, over here, honey. She, is losing her sight, but she has peripheral vision, I believe, but she's gained weight. And that's good. That's what we wanted. And she's a trooper. When she gets her shot, you guys, God bless her heart. Oh my God, this dog is so sweet. And that's what makes me so sad, because she's such a good-natured dog. If I was trying to give this shot to this one, oh my gosh, I don't know how I would do it. Because she doesn't eat enough, first of all, because they have to eat to get their insulin. She is such a finicky eater. It's nuts. So, but I'll say to her, I don't want to say it, but, well, I'll say it, and hopefully she won't get it right now, but I'll say, get up on the, get your S-H-O-T. She'll jump right on the back of that couch and let me give her shot. And then I always say to her after, see, I can't really say it, because then she'll think, oh, sorry. But, oh, yeah, I know. But, so the insulin is, thank God, doing, you know, what it's to do. But her sight, but thank you everyone that, you know, was praying for her when I was going through that hell, and I do mean hell. Oh God, that was awful. It was a nightmare. $6:30 there. 6:30. Oh, 6:30 at night. Yeah, you need to eat. Smothers Brothers. Laugh-In. Yeah, Laugh-In that was fun. I loved the Bob Hope Christmas shows. Well, isn't it weird how we get together and we live in all different, you know, when you're talking to people, I don't know about you, but sometimes I forget that you guys are all over. I mean, some of you across the ocean and other ones in different states. Well, when I'm talking to you, it's like you're here. You know what I mean? You're real close. Forgetting that, you know, you're hundreds of miles, thousands of miles away, some of you, you know. But, yeah, I mean, I just like to get on to just see what everybody's doing and catch up. You know, like I haven't talked to you in a long time. It was just yesterday, right? But anyway, what the heck. Life is short. Yeah, Love is a Many Splendored thing. That was a good one, too. Love you too, Debbie. Have a good night, honey. All right, I guess I should go. All right. Well, guys, have a good night with whatever you do. And like I said, I'll probably film one. Well, I got to send Tiffany that thing I did, and then I'll probably try to film at least one DIY so I can get that up for you guys. So, remember, oh, The Ghost of Mrs. Muir. Yes, love that one. Okay, now really I am going now. But let me say, the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever, ever forget that. And when I say that, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. There is only one you. No one is going to be you. You're you, and you bring something to this world that nobody else can. Always, always remember that. And one day I will tell you why I always say this to everybody. And then it's going to probably make even more sense why I always end every one of my videos with that. There is a reason behind what I say. And when I do say it, like I said, it isn't just to say something to you. It's, I want you to understand that every one of you have a purpose. Don't ever feel that you don't have something to offer. You do, more than you realize. Okay? All right, you guys, you take care. And I'll be talking to you very soon. Okay? Talk to you soon, guys. Yeah, we're gonna get this shut off. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.